Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer. We're playing as the Empire. This is episode 7. Now if you haven't gone and watched the last episode, highly recommend you do. We had the Battle of Middenland, my first siege of Total War Warhammer, and we won. We did lose a lot of casualties, roughly around about 1,000, but we are replenishing and we didn't lose any of the entirety of my units, which is absolutely fantastic. As you guys will soon find out, if you haven't already played Total War Warhammer, you do lose a lot more casualties if you don't have any sort of artillery or manual sort of siege equipment, as in not constructed. But let's recap where we are in the campaign. We currently have Karl Franz here with our Bright Wizard, and we have the settlement of Middenheim. We have the entirety of Middenland. We took Weissmund and Karroberg in the last episode, and we also have the entirety of Reichland. So we've got a small but rather large empire coming along nicely. We have Richard Hellborg with his small army keeping an eye on things, and we also have Ulrich here, the Witch Hunter. We're going to move you to Marienburg because that's probably my next target. Okay, so we are losing 26 per turn. We're going to go bankrupt. I've actually made the decision to not recruit these two units because we've got 900. Now, I'm going to show you guys a technique in Total War Warhammer which is incredibly useful. And I'm surprised. I keep on forgetting in some of my campaigns to do it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to dive into diplomacy. We're going to sort by attitude, and we're going to ask all the factions that love us for a payment. I don't know why it'd be in their interest to give their rivals a payment, but if you ask these factions, most of them will give you money. Like Stirland here is going to give me 500. Now, 500 might not seem a lot, but if you can get a lot of factions to do so, you can boost up your economy and put it straight back into it and get a good kickstart into the campaign. So, for nothing, it looks like Stirland is going to give me a payment of, we'll try 600. Rejected. We'll probably go 500 now. You obviously have to sort of tweak and sort of find the sweet spot. Rejected. So maybe they won't give me that much because I've already asked for it. How about 400? Rejected. Give me a payment of 300. Accepted. So I was a little bit ambitious for how high it was. So let's negotiate with Weissland. I would like a payment of as much as you can give me. So some factions are willing to give you a lot more, as looks like Weissland will. They might give me 1,400. Hopefully. Rejected. The more I can get, the better. I just put a 1 in front of that, that'll work. Rejected. Okay. Maybe I've been a little bit off. Rejected. You just sort of got to find the sweet spot, as I said. Rejected. Because you want to try to get as much as possible. It's not that time consuming. It's a little bit of a bitchy tactic, but the more money I can get, the better. Wow, I thought they were really gonna get me a lot more, but they gave me 1,000, which is 600 off the estimate. So far we've gotten 1,300 from two factions. Like, let's negotiate now with Bretonia. How much will they give me? So what's sort of the maximum before it goes into the low territory? 900. Let's demand a payment of 900. Nope. Let's go 800 then. But what we're going to do with this payment is we're going to be able to hopefully get mortars. Let's go 700. Looks like it's going to be closer to 600 now. Okay, maybe not. I'm surprised how low it's gone for them. Rejected. We'll go 400. But this is free money, so I want to try and get as much of it as possible, so it doesn't look like it's going to go past 300. Rejected. Are you serious? I thought they were more inclined. We probably pissed them off trying to ask them so much. Right, let's move down to the dwarfs. Will they give me a payment? They are just... We'll go 700. Rejected. 500. Rejected. Rejected. Okay. So maybe they don't want to give me any money. What about Kislev?
Let us toast Urson to your arrival. Do not worry. I only...
Low. Ostermark.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
Yeah, they don't want to give me any money, even though it said it was moderate.
My
Can I...
throne stands ready.
Norn.
Do not disappoint me. You may speak
I'm surprised that
before
it's saying
my
moderate.
shield bearers, and on the oath still.
And they're not giving me anything.
Greetings, my countrymen. Do you come in peace on this?
But regardless, from that piece of negotiation, we currently have 2,228. So that's not too bad. I was probably being I've gotten more in the past, but that's not too bad of our treasury. That was roughly about 900. Free money. So at the moment in Reichland, in Altdorf, we do have a spare construction slot. We're going to be able to hopefully get a gunsmith so we can get a mortar. That's ideally what I want. Trade rights wise, I don't think we can get any more. No. So, currently diplomacy wise, we do have a defensive alliance with Stirland. I will betray that at some point. I could get a defensive alliance with Weissland, maybe. We're currently at war with Middenland. We did take 2 of their settlements in the last. We'll push against their last settlement in the Brass Keep here today. And we might declare war upon Hochland here. And try and take the entirety of this region. But we'll just have to see. We'll probably have to go to war with Maddenburg as well. They're sort of my 2 targets. But at the moment, Maddenburg have a huge garrison. What do Middenheim want? Peace for money. No way in hell. I've already taken your capital. I've taken two of your territories entirety. And now you only have the Brass Keep. Right, ambush discovered. Where? Okay, there's a Bloody Spears war going on. Okay, let's move my Bright Wizard down to Hochland. I want to see the garrison. So there's no garrison in it, except for the default. Sorry, there's no army, but there's a pretty large garrison. And they also have an army up here. Right, I'm going to get Karl Franz. He's not quite at full health yet. But the Brass Keep looks pretty knackered. 2 units of swordsmen, 3 units of spearmen. No, let's not worry about that. Let's push straight into the Brass Keep and take it. It's going to give us die as a resource, which is incredibly valuable. And we're only losing a -3 public order per turn. We're only losing 25 as well. Let's move my Witch Hunter here. Because I was potentially going to go to war with Marienburg, but because of their huge garrison here and because they have a full stack and a mortar, look at this army, really quite impressive. It would have been nigh impossible to break that down. Whether or not I push against the Nordland and the Nordic kingdoms, I sort of want a buffer between these sort of mountain passes here and sort of chaos to an extent. So we'll probably push against Marienburg shortly. Take Middenland, probably take Hochland. Tarbecland only has 1 province as well. I want to try get non-aggressional pacts with these dwarven kingdoms, because there's a lot more humans that I need to focus on before we start fighting the dwarfs, or they might betray me. So these guys actually might give me a payment of 1,000 for a non-aggressional pact, and they've accepted. Okay, what about Karak Ziflin? Non-aggressional pact, they might give me a payment as well. Probably not as high though, let's go 700. Rejected. Let's demand the payment of 500 and for a non-aggressional pact. Okay, let's just go for a straight out non-aggressional pact for 300. If not, I'm quite happy to just offer a non-aggressional pact for nothing. And they have accepted. Right. The Bretonnian kingdoms, they're probably another potential target. They're actually not a part of my victory conditions, so we won't just worry about them just yet. Let's actually negotiate with Bretonnia. They don't want anything else. Does Stirland want anything else? We currently have a defensive alliance. I might go for a... I don't know if I should go for a defensive alliance with Weissland. we could try renegotiate with some of the kingdoms that didn't give me any money. Like Bretonia.
Welcome. How fares the Emperor in these dark
We'll try again, why not? We'll sort of just look around for it to go low. So we'll ask for a payment of 500. Will Bretonia give me 500 gold? And they've accepted. Sorry about that one, guys. I got interrupted. I hope you understand. Family comes first. So, it was sort of a little bit of a blessing in disguise, to be honest. I quickly went through all the diplomacy and tried to squeeze as much more money as I could. It is a little bit time consuming, and I felt like the last several minutes of the episode were sort of getting slugged down with trying to getting some payments. But we have 3,700 in the bank, which is absolutely fantastic. So, we're still out of range of taking the brass keep, which will give us dye. Not really much else we can do this turn. Obviously, construction-wise, we're trying to get our settlements to grow as much as possible. So then we can eventually, let's not click on Altdorf. Let's quickly have a look at somewhere else, because we need a guardhouse. Once we get a guardhouse, we can get the city watch, which gives us walls. And we need all my territories, or all my settlements specifically, to have walls, or otherwise, well, they're pretty vulnerable, to say the least. So, not really much else we can do. We're not currently recruiting anymore with Rickard Hellborg. We're losing 25 per turn, which is nothing. But once we take the brass keep, we're going to have a little bit more in our economy, which should be great. Okay, I don't like how Marienburg are there. Oh, they're going to offer me peace for 1,500. How much will they give me for peace? Because I could just betray them and then redeclare war. However, that would make me pretty unreliable. But guys, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram all in the description below. Carry out a successful assassination of... Okay. +5 diplomacies with the right... It's... Right. We've been tasked... As a boon of potential allies to wreck. +5 diplomatic relations with Wissenland. I don't particularly know if I want to do that. Right, we've had a foreign trespasser.
No.
Hochland. And we've had a popular surplus in Middenland. Still -2. I'm sort of umming and ahhing whether or not to keep this training field or not. We will. Okay, let's march upon the brass keep. It looks like there's a full stack of Ostland here, ready to help. But we're going to be defeating Middenland in today's episode. We hit the army on the outskirts. Regardless, it's going to be a pitched battle. So we're coming up against one general, Richter, and we're coming up against 2 units of swordsmen, 2 spearmen, 2 crossmen. Yeah, this is a clear-cut order result, if I do say so myself. 88 men lost. We deployed 1,609, and Middenland deployed 661. We have the opportunity to take on captives or kill. We shall kill the captives, and Karl Franz is a level 11. Right, let's take the brass keep now. With a incredibly depleted garrison. The brass keep sort of reminds me of Helm's Deep a little bit in this sort of fortified stronghold. This is quite cool, the dyes there. So we have the opportunity to loot and sack, we can occupy, we can subjugate, we can raise. So let's occupy the territory because I would like it. And we've destroyed the faction of Middenland. Boris Togbrigger is no more. Right, okay. So now, here at the Brass Keep, we actually have a... What is this called? Specifically a training camp. It's a military building. So let's break that down because we don't need it. Let's sort of see how Hochland is. So they have 6 units there. And 5 units there. Okay. Well, once we break down that fort, we should be right. We're still trying to save this money because I want to get a mortar here as quickly as possible. But we just need money, and the way to get money in this game is by, or the quickest and most efficient ways for conquest. So I'm hoping they won't be able to take Middenheim anyway. It's a pretty garrisoned city. Okay. if I do go to war with Hochland, what are the sort of situations? So they're at war with Nordland, interesting. They're not that strong, of course. However, their capital is a castle. Sorry, it's a town. Sorry, it's a 3-tiered castle with walls. Right. They have 5 units out in the field, and then 6 there. We'll wait until Karl Franz's army is fully replenished. Let's end the turn and continue. Karl Franz has gone up in stats. He's currently at rank 12. Sorry, I thought he was at 11. So we're only 3 levels off his Mount Deathclaw, which is what we want. So we can go with Foe Seeker, which is Plard, Speed, and Vigor. We can go with more melee attack. We can go with... We've already got a decent amount of hit points with him. But fleshing that out might be a good idea. But doing this unlocks the next tier. So we get a weapon strength of 6, melee attack 4, leadership. We could unlock the next tier. Let's go with Foe Seeker, I think. No, we don't even unlock the first tier. Well, we probably do, but... We can go with Leader of Men, Aurora size 25%. That might be a good idea. 25%, that's quite significant. The Aurora, any unit standing within the character's Aurora in battle will receive leadership bonuses. Yeah. Instead of going for more hit points or damage, I think this Aurora, it would be better. So, let's end that.
Not likely.
We've taken the Brass Keep. Because we have dyes, it seems like it's a pretty valuable commodity. Does, like, Kislev or anyone want to trade with us still? No. I know we've done a lot of diplomacy in this episode, but we are sort of getting to the late game, and we need to do a lot of this, a lot of micromanaging. That's essentially what it is. We've got a large empire coming along. We need to make sure we can hold it. So what are Hochland doing? They're moving away. Middenland are moving there as well. So they're actually raiding Nordland there. Interesting. Okay, under the dark moon's glare, your warriors range deep into hostile lands. But all is not well. There are dark omens abroad, as if the shadow of some some horned god was watching from the evil moon above. What? Jesus, trying to sell me here. Sell me a story. The army is feared by blah blah blah. Right. Improve the omens. Minus 1,500 treasury. Get leadership or do nothing. Risk the wrath. Oh, for fuck's sake! It usually does this when you're hoarding up money. We can get more war fever, or we can risk the wrath, which could give us, I'm assuming, minus leadership perks. I can't afford to lose that 1,500. We're only roughly 400 off getting mortars, and having a couple of just bad public order or just some bad leadership perks is not going to outweigh mortars, to be honest. So we need this 400, so I do apologise that there's been so much sort of just demanding of payments in this, but if we can get this 400 now, we can essentially start getting mortars. Start the construction of it. Come on, give me 300. Yes! I think we're still 100 off, though. The Dwarven Kingdoms... Sorry, the Dwarven Realms seem to be a lot more inclined to give me money than some others. But I don't think we're probably going to get any more now. I think we're still... Damn it. Oh, we're going to be able to get it next turn, right. The Brass Keep. We do have a spare construction slot. We'll just leave it for the time being. I would, of course, as well, I really want to get in Altdorf, what is the specific building? I can't remember the name of it. I want to get a Altdorf Conclave of Battle Wizards, which costs 10,000. Then we can get the Luminarch of Hish, and we can also unlock the recruitment of Balthazar Gelt, which would be awesome. Right. So I'm sort of umming and ahhing whether or not to attack them here. 9 and 5. Well, they can't take Middenheim even if they wanted to. They wouldn't be able to break the siege. So, once we're at full strength, should I not even bother and just go straight down to attack them? I might be able to do some sort of disrupt. We can assault a unit, we can assassinate. We can destroy some of these specific builds. Oh my god, they actually have a gunsmith in there. That's awesome.
Is it time?
We'll wait until we're at full strength. At full strength, because we're not just quite yet. Oh, Rickard Helleborg has gone up in stats. He can get an Imperial Griffin at rank 17. So we can go with more movement. We can go with melee defense and attack. He's not moving that much, so let's just go with melee defense. And let's keep it on that. Now I'm sort of thinking, should I even bother about constructing that? Oh no, we need them. We need mortar and siege equipment to be recruited from Altdorf. Okay, so Wolfgang von Kludberg is trespassing, but it looks like Marienburg have left their territories incredibly undefended. How far away is this full stack and where is it? I don't know. Maybe they're going up to try and besiege Nordland. I don't know. Interesting. Well, now we have 5,000 in the bank. We can finally get under our way to construct a gunsmith, which will give us the mortar. Once we upgrade the settlement, we can get a great cannon and a Hellstorm rocket battery. Then eventually, the steam tank and the Hellblast volley gun. That should be awesome. But let's get our gunsmith underway, so we can finally get some mortars, which we'll be able to attack settlements in one turn, in theory, which should be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Right, how many more turns until we're at full strength? One more replenishment. The Reichsguard have apparently 3. We just need to wait a little bit longer. 12 now. Yeah, they are really boosting up their garrison here now, because they can kind of guess that an attack is imminent. It's only a logical conclusion after you've lost one territory within your region. What do they want? Non-aggressional pact. Not interested whatsoever. Marienburg. I'm quite happy to accept this because they actually are quite strong compared to me, and I will betray them, I promise you that. But if we can get a payment of, that's a little bit cheeky, the 150. Let's just go with 1,000. Rejected. Let's just renegotiate. Schwarzhafen, the vampire count faction has been destroyed, and the Zufbar have made peace with the vampire counts, because the vampire counts must be growing quite rapidly at this point. Yeah, they have Schwarzhafen, Tempelhof, this fort. Not good for us humans. Right, let's need to renegotiate with Marienburg, because I feel like Hochland might give us a little bit more
Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
Fight than what we're probably expecting. So they've accepted. They're giving me 600. So now we have a non-aggressional pact with Marienburg, and they're actually expanding. Okay. And oh, they've actually pushed even further up north. Oh, bug ears. That's where their full stack is, I reckon. If we could push in and take Marienburg and Gorsel, we could probably make peace with them and then divide their kingdom up quite significantly. Alrighty, what's the garrison here? 13 now, and they actually have their own mortars. There's also 5 units there, near Middenheim. How's our army sort of looking now? Karl Franz is not quite at full strength, and neither is this one unit of swordsmen. I feel if we don't attack them soon, it's going to be a lot harder to take. We can probably siege them out for a bit. But guys, I do apologise that we haven't had a battle in today's part, but it's time to end it here. Obviously done a lot of diplomacy. We finally have the mortar under our construction. We did have a really big battle in the last episode, though. That episode went for like 47 minutes or something insane, because that siege was massive. So if you haven't gone and watched the siege, highly recommend you do of Middenheim. So we've expanded 4 territories within 2 episodes. That's really quite good, if I do say so myself. Here is us on the map. And let's look at our place in diplomacy. We're currently ranked 5th. The vampire counts of 4th. we can't really see anyone else who's ranked. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Stay tuned for more Total War Warhammer content on my channel. Go check out my my other Total War Warhammer campaigns. I'm currently playing as the Dwarfs, the Greenskins, the Vampire Counts, and Chaos. So, thanks for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War. Goodbye.